Growing up can be really hard to do, especially in today's world. That's why one author is doing her part to help your kids get through some really tough times. Here to talk about her latest book, titled Hot, is Laura Smith. And Laura, you've been tackling these issues in the last couple of books that you've had. And the latest book here out, Hot, tell me a little bit about what the young woman has to deal with.
Well, Hot deals with teenage sexuality. It's the thing that's on everyone's minds and the tip of everyone's tongues, but that no one really wants to talk about. You know, we're bombarded with images of sex everywhere we go. Every time you turn on the computer, at the TV, magazines, music, whatever. But no one really wants to talk about how it feels, what the consequences are, what happens. So we have some scary statistics that over a third of high school freshmen have had sex. Over a half of high school seniors have engaged in sexual intercourse. And then the really sad part is 7 out of 10 of them regret their decision, wish they could have a do-over. So Hot deals with a high school sophomore, Lindsay, and her struggle as she has this great boyfriend on should she or shouldn't she, and what are the consequences if she does or if she doesn't.
So do you think, too, that a lot of these girls here, they need to gain, like, some confidence in kind of building in their self-esteem and just saying, you know what, I am who I am and I respect myself and I'm confident in myself? And do you think that the girls in this book need to do that?
Well, I think there's definitely needs to be growing, and we all need to have high self-esteem because everybody is beautiful and strong in their own right, and everyone needs to know that, but the world often tells us other things. So these books are really about finding that special thing about you and letting it shine, and also about having some sort of support network to help you through that, whether that's with God or a teacher or friends, but you need to turn to somebody and get help.
Now, you are a mom of 4, stay-at-home mom. That is your day job.
That is my day job.
That is your day job, and you write these books in your spare time, when you have spare time.
Right, goodness. All of that spare time I have.
But then, so why did you decide to write about these topics?
Well, these are things that people really grapple with and have always grappled with. I mean, when I was in high school, people were grappling with sex and eating disorders, which my other book there is
Skinny.
One
is Skinny. And I like the one-word titles. It just kind of grabs you.
That's what it is.
It is, yeah, absolutely.
And those issues are still around today because no one has conquered them. Right? So I wanted to give people a safe forum to discuss these issues. It's really hard to talk to your parents or your friends or your boyfriends about, well, I'm really nervous about having sex, or I think my boyfriend might want me to have sex. It's a lot easier if you say, I'm reading this book, and in it, this happened to the character. It gives you a very safe forum to discuss those things with parents or someone you're in a relationship with or your friends, and then you can have your friends or your parents or your significant other read it too. There's even discussion guides that go with these books. They're free discussion guides. They're online at my publisher's website, which is www.navpress.com.
And we'll put that on our website as well.
Great, and the discussion guides are free, and so then you can read the book and go through the discussion guide, whether it's with a class or a small group or a team or whoever is reading it, and hopefully get even more out of the book.
All right. And you're doing a book signing today.
I am.
You're going to be here in Toledo. And where are you from originally? You're from...
I live in Oxford.
You live in Oxford.
Yes.
So, Ohio native here.
Right, absolutely.
All right. Fantastic. And you are signing books.